Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm doing all right. My throat's screwed up again. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna probably try and get into a doctor's appointment or something. So if I have to go a little bit shorter than usual tonight, I apologize. Um, let's see. Let's get a good. That's a good GIF. Forgot to tweet out. There we are. There we go. Okay, cool. It's just like that. I think it's allergies. I'll be real. Um, so that's just something that I just need to get someone to just be like, here's the pill for that, and you're good, you know? Um, anyway, Homestuck. Real quick before we do that, actually, I want to, like, kind of announce a thing that's happening. Let me pull that up. So, some of y'all know this, some of y'all don't. Chronog is shutting down at the end of the month. Here's the current Chronog page. So if you go to chrono.gg/RevScarecrow, you can get this racing game for $5, and if you get it through the RevScarecrow link, then I get a cut of it. It's on sale, etc., etc. They're getting rid of it and replacing it with a thing called Nexus. Had a little voice call with the people over at Chronog today, and they were like, hey, told me the whole deal with Nexus and all that jazz. So that is actually up now. So Nexus is basically the same thing, except for, like this game, like, I'm sure this is a fine racing game. I just don't care. But it's like $5, so that's a good deal. If you like racing games, that's cool. And that's kind of an issue that I've had with Chronog is some days there'll be a game and it's like, well, this is a fine game, but I'm not going to really be able to talk about it. So they're kind of switching things up with Nexus. So if you go to nexus.gg/RevScarecrow, you can look at like basically a curated list of games that I've set up. So like I put Crusader Kings on there because that's a good game. I put Monster Train. It's got a little review from me. Squad, Frostpunk, Slay the Spire. These last three I have not played. I played the original Insurgency. It was great. And it's got a code for that, and I got a code for PC Building Simulator that I'm gonna try and stream one of the two next week. We got to do the rest of Danganronpa. There's like a double stream that we're going to be doing. But yeah, so they're currently not on sale. They will be sometimes. So I can vouch for pretty much all of these games outside of like these last three. And these three are ones that I've had my eyes on for a bit. I don't know if PC Building Simulator is like anything other than like a Rev game. Same with Medieval Dynasty, which very much looks like Medieval My Summer Car. So I think it'd be fun. And then Insurgency is shoot game, shoot gun, you know? So that's cool. So Nexus is the new thing for Chronog. Functionally speaking, it's exactly the same thing in a lot of ways. I still get a cut of it if you buy through nexus.gg. So if any of these games are ones that you don't own and you're thinking about getting, including like DLC for any of them, if you get it through there, then I get a cut, basically, is the long and short of it. So just figured I'd throw it out there, and then y'all just let me know if you'd rather see Insurgency or PC Building Simulator for, did I make a command for Nexus yet? No, I forgot about that. I remember to put a BRB page for it, but I forgot that that's a thing. I need to do that. Nasty. Anyway, that's that. Let's get into to Homestuck. Sorry for like the side conversation. I know that people were like, I don't know. I like Chronog, but I do think that Nexus is gonna be better just because I can actually like vouch for every single game that's on there. Like all these 8 games. Well, okay, excluding these two because I haven't played them. I love the original Insurgency, so I'm willing to vouch for it despite the fact that I haven't played it yet. But these other ones, like, these are all games that I've streamed and have found fun, you know? So, anyway. Let's read Homestuck, like I said I'm gonna. And like I said, I'm probably not going to be able to go as long tonight because my throat is just like screwed up. Hussey released more pics of what? Himself? Is he still doing the e-boy thing? He is? He's a juggalo now. Care to Is he a clown or is he a juggalo? Does anyone have a link to that? Also, 2 people resubbed while I was giving that little spiel about Nexus. Big Pilgrim, thank you for the 3 months of support. And The Builder, thank you for the 4 months of support. Clown Hussy nudes. I don't... Okay. Stop it, all of you. I couldn't even wait a few minutes while I retrieved the one last guess. And I have to come back to this? I'm sorry, Arania. I tried to tell them to be cool. Normally, they were so much cooler than... Why do I always try to tell people we're cool? We are very uncool. Everybody, excuse me, are you listening? I would like you to introduce you to someone. Hey, his name is Mina. I said cut the fuck out. Yes, you. The dead miscreant with the goggles waving around the stupid trident. Put it down. What? No. No way. Yes way. No. I want to poke these suckers up. Put it down. I'm serious. Balanced Hero SMT. Thank you for the 3 months of support. Did someone actually... Oh, shit. Yeah, make sure... Okay. Sorry, this is important. I need to check this. Like, he's making the look work. You know? Like... It's not... There's questions to be had here. Oh, there's more images. I see. The first one was the best. Why the cat cans and the cat scratching? What? It's like somewhere between like his e-boy thing and like Plur and like Juggalos. There's a lot going on here. Who the fuck is that? The cat cans? Yeah, is there an explanation of that? Oh, of course, dude. Yes. Yes with the fucking sword. God. I remember back in like the 90s and like 2000s, I would go down to the fucking mall and there would be these people hanging out. Just chilling. At the mall. Outside. He's flipping us off? Yeah. This is a hell of a look. And he's able to pull it out. You know? Like, I don't know how he's able to pull this off, but it actually looks alright. What do you mean he's not pulling it off? The sword thing's a bit pathetic. Look. If you can't dress up like a fucking clown and hang out in an abandoned factory with cat cans and a fucking katana, what's the point anymore? You know? He looks fucking great. Yeah. This actually is like a decent look for him. I wouldn't pull it off. I couldn't pull it off. I would not even attempt to try and pull off this look. Because it looks, yeah. It would look fucking awful on me. But, you know, he looks alright. Jade Gnarly, thank you for the Homestuck bits. And Zinny Cobalt, thank you for the 5 months of support. It's an incredible. I think he's doing it ironically. It's incredibly difficult to tell with Hussey whether or not he's fucking with you or not, and I think that's just Homestuck in a nutshell. Is he being legitimate about this, or is he just fucking with you? There's no way to know, and you actually have to go along with his bullshit until you find out. The cards in his hands are only diamonds. You are correct, and there are only 4 of diamonds, it appears. Wait, is it? No, they're literally just the 4 of diamonds. Repetitively. It's the same. Huh. Are there 13 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That might be 12. I would reasonably bet you that there are 13 of them. It's hard to tell, but and then you can't tell how many are there. Yeah, I bet you that there are 13 of them. I would bet actual money that is the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are there more hidden somewhere? Where is he? Like an abandoned cat cafe? Like, there's a lot going on in this image, and I have to feel like that this is going somewhere, but it's a hell of a look, my dude. Why are we trying to find more cards? Because it's a Homestuck number 413, right? And so the card is 4, so like if he has 13 of them, then it would be 413. He's just all Homestuck characters at once. I'm sure it means something. Is this what it's like to be a Homestuck? To just like see something like this and I have to accept it as a thing? And I have to try and figure out what the fuck he's doing with himself? Is this what it's like to be a Homestuck? That just Hussey does some random ass bullshit and we just accept that. Okay. I said cut it out. Yes, you. The miscreant with the goggles waving around the stupid trident. Put it down. What? No way. Yes way. No, I want to poke these suckers up. Put it down. I'm serious. Come on, let me puncture one of them. Just a little bit. How about this shouty ass nubby mother glubber who looks like... Oh my god. I'm sorry. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, this is Jason calling from Smart Home Solar. How are you?
Not great, but what's up?
All right, we're giving just free information about how you get solar panel at no cost on your site. So, are you the homeowner, right?
So what's this about?
This call about solar panel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my ex was pretty into green energy and stuff.
Sir, I have a senior guy. He assess you better. Please stay online.
I'm sorry, what?
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
I guess I'll just keep reading. How about I shut this... Oh, hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Hi, thanks for holding the line. My name name is Chris. How are you today?
I mean, like I was just telling the last guy, not so great today, but what is this about?
The call is about solar panels.
I see. I mean, I guess I could talk to someone today. Tell me about solar panels.
Actually, we are qualifying those homeowners who are facing high electricity bill and helping them by providing solar panels at no money out of your pocket.
Solar pingals?
Just need one. Pardon?
Solar pingals?
I didn't get you, sir.
You said solar pingals, right?
Solar panels.
Yeah, that's what I said. Solar pingals. Chat like redeemed a whole bunch. I had to use them. It's so dumb. How many more do I owe y'all? Yes, solar pingals. Yeah, I didn't even get to follow up with the X arc. You know? Pingal. There we go. I'm sorry I didn't do them on the line. I was trying. I'm not lucky that it's the solar panel people. They're the only people that call me. Legitimately, the only scam artists that call me are people trying to get me to install solar panels. I've just got the fucking idea now that if I pick up the phone, it's gonna be for solar panels. And I've told them a billion times, I'm not interested. They still fucking call me. I live in an apartment. Yeah, I don't even have the ability to do that. It's free advertising for a scam company. I don't get any from the IRS. I don't get any from computer companies or anything like that. The only ones I get are the solar panel ones. Though I have been getting texts about like weight loss and like just anything the fuck to do with like the election. They're like, "Hey, can we count on your vote on Proposition 52?" It's just like, "Hey, I already fucking voted. So you'll have to wait and see how that fucking went." And I keep telling them, like, fuck off and stop calling me and texting me. But they keep texting me, and it's like, bro. Flex on Grover apartment by installing solar pingals before I leave. Yeah, go vote. If you can, vote via mail. If you can't, vote early. I have a feeling that the lines are going to be super crowded on election day, and there's going to be shenanigans, and you don't want to get shenanigans right now. Get your flu shot. I said it way back, when we first started this year. I was like, hey, I don't know if this whole COVID thing's going to be a big deal or not. I kind of don't think it will be. I've been wrong about stuff in the past. And then, you should get yourself, a flu shot just in case. That way you know if you've got it or not. I'll stay by that bit. The part where it's like not a big deal. That was a swing and a miss on that one. So either way, you want to know that you do or do not have the flu, and the flu shots are incredibly effective. Vote, get your flu shots. Be good. Solar pingals. Come on, let me puncture one of them just a little bit. How about one of okay, we already read this. Now step away from it. That's right. Back up a little further. No, I said further. Not closer, further. Guess what? You just lost your poking privileges. I think I'll hang onto this for a while. How do you like that? It's cool. Oh, it sure is pretty. Is it real gold? Or pardon me, real? I bet I could sell it for a small fortune. Oh, man. No, don't. Watch me. Yeah, like a fucking ghost could even sell anything. Anything. Any of you scrubs know where to find find a prawn shop in this bitch? The what? Some hoe is angling to sell my gold pointy jam. Look at her pawning up my royal loot with her clammy shit mitts. Have I tried blocking those numbers? It's literally a different number every single time. They spoof the number. And I've tried calling those numbers back, and it's just I tried it once, and it was some guy, and he was like, "I didn't call you. I'm really sorry. Someone got a hold of my number. I don't know how they did it." Like, that was straight up his thing. Like, there's really nothing I can do, so I might as well, like, get a laugh out of it, you know? And if I waste their time a bit, that's good. Can't you say don't call this number again? They're scam artists. They don't give a shit. They legitimately do not give a shit about the law. That's why they're using spoof numbers. They just don't care. Like, that guy on the other end of that line is a scam artist. 100%. The do not call lists do not help me in this situation. The next S is at page 5027. Oof, that's a while from now. Anyway, some hoe is angling to sell my gold pointy look or what greedier spectacle than I ever did see. What are you blind there, prototype looking dumbwit? Yes, then listen up. She wants to hawk my swank fucking carrots. Got it? Well, most of us are here, in fact, rather wealthy. I'm not sure if she'll find an interested buyer, though. This sure is becoming a ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba line of talking. Rose, who's the John-looking kid? I think that's the young father-granddad Harlerbert. What? Okay, then. Has everyone settled down? Do I have everyone's attention? Attention, huh? Who'd have thought? You would want any of that. Just please stop. I know it's only been minutes since you died, and you probably aren't thrilled to see me for any number of reasons. But for me, it's been a millennia. I've been waiting for a long time to see you again and orient you to your afterlife. Being a ghost isn't anything you need to be oriented to. We're dead. Who cares? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't answer those phone calls during the day because it's just like there's no point. And they literally are going for people who are like lonely or desperate or old who don't fucking know better. Or, you know, in the case of guy who just broke up with his ex, which is the role I was going for there. Just someone who wants to hear another human voice. It's fucking gross. And so I feel no sympathy for fucking with them. And I've already told them multiple times, just fuck off. And they don't. So I'll waste their time. I'll waste their money. Kit Boga does a really good stream on that. I would highly recommend his YouTube videos, though, just because, like, it's edited down. It's a little easier to watch. Hey, Jack Narek, thank you for the 6 months of support. Anyway, where was I? Well, excuse me for looking forward to our reunion, then. I guess I built it up in my mind as something special for a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, probably. I fucking hate this. I hate... The last page had so many more puns. What else is new, though? You need swimmer... Do you guys know that I can, I can lose up to 30 pounds by taking who knows what this is that some random person just texted me? You need a swimmer girl. You dead? Time to act like the fucks you give stopped existing, like they disappeared. Then you don't care at all, is that it? I don't sign up for shit. I don't put my phone on anything. And I guess you don't care at all. Is that it? Me waiting out here all this time means nothing? Dude, is it just me or is it kind of awkward? Why did she even drag you here? Shh. I mean, having to wait millennia and stuff as a ghost is with too much to say. and nuke loads of time, but I mean, we both might as well live that long if we didn't end up and die just now. Or at least I would have. Sounds to me like boring times ahoy either fucking way. What is even your point? I don't know. Sorry, Secret. Let's hug it out later. Alright. I think I've completely forgotten the subtle art of determining whether or not you're being sincere through your tangled fishnet of aquatic puns and little stabs of hostility. The page number isn't up on the screen. I'm very sorry. Homestuck page number. There we go. What? Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot about that. You can lose more weight than you weigh. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I don't own shit. I don't own a house. I'm a millennial. How many times are you going to call me and think that I'm going to own a house? That shit hadn't changed. Fishnet, yes. You could have just said net, but you said fishnet instead. Think you can at least remain well-mannered while I bring the others up to speed on some critical matters? Let's see. No. That's it. I'm selling off this gaudy trinket. No. Fuck you. Give me that. I've developed an eye for priceless treasure. Do you have any idea where I grew up? Do you have any idea who I grew up to be in the new world we made? I'd wager if I put it on the black market, it would fetch a fee to the tune of several billion boonies. I fucking hate this typing quirk. It's going to kill me. Have I done the thing where you stand in two buckets and then lift the buckets to get off the ground? That works in, like, Half-Life 2. You can't pick up a thing you're standing on, but you can pick up a thing that you're standing on that it's on. Prop jumping. It's very glitchy and necessary for speedrunning. Can I levitate? I used to think I could. I had dreams about levitating, and I would just be, like, floating around. I think I've told this story. Real fucked up. One time, I was floating around in a dream, just kind of like, you know, sitting crisscross applesauce, as the kids like to say now. Sitting around, just, like, floating around like that, right? And someone goes, he's not levitating. He's just laying down in his bed. And then I woke up. And I haven't had a dream about being able to levitate since then. People in my dreams are fucking assholes. I fourth-walled myself, yeah. No, I did that the other day. I forgot what the quote was that I said. Or I didn't get to say it. Someone else said something smart. They were like, people see optical illusions all the time. And their mind tricks them when they look at that. They look at something, their mind tells them it's something that it's not. How does that mean that anyone who looks at art can be right about what the author's intention was? I was like, what? And then I woke up. It was a solid fucking point. I wish I was the one to say it in my dream for being cool, but unfortunately I don't get to be cool in my dreams. Well, my brain came up with it. That's how dreams work, but it was just like, red. When I was in a band a little while back, and by a little while back, I mean like 10 years, I would just like stole songs out of my dreams. I'd write a song in my dream, or I'd hear a song on the radio in my dream, and it's not a real song, so it's just like, cool, that's our next song. Haven't been able to do that in a while. You're selling off this gaudy trinket. No, fuck you, give me that. Tuna, I love you. Wow, hey, fucking excuse me, what? Who are you people and why should I care about you? Carcat, settle down. I told you. They're some of our ancestors. They aren't our ancestors. We don't have any ancestors. Ancestors' legacies are a lot of superstitious, aristocratic bullshittery invented by highbloods so they can get to feel like even more smug and self-satisfied than they already are. Even if we do have them, who cares? Who gives a shit about these people? You're being very rude. Listen, I don't know them. I don't want to waste my time passing through dream bubbles if I'm not going to see my dead dream friends. If you drag me all the way here to meet, say, oh, Ghost Nepeta, fucking great. I'll hang out with dead Nepeta all day long. Hell, even some random Nepeta from a doomed timeline. That would be alright. You know what? Give me 50 fucking Nepetas. Nepetas? I don't know. You know what? Give me why the hell not? We'll call it a journey through the black endless despair Nepeta quest. These losers, who cares about them? I don't need to be making any new friends. I have enough new friends as it is. That's a fucking mood. My sentiments exactly, random human. I'm leaving. Blarg, you're terrible. That guy. Nubby shouts. That guy's cool. Thanks, whoever the fuck. Bye. Oh, man. He's so much cooler than what's his shit. Why couldn't what's his shit be more like Nubs McShouty? Our team had no cool boys. At all. Lizzie. Sleepy Fishbait is right. This is a fucking drag. Can I go hang out with Shouty instead? No. And then sad face. Hey, Rose. I don't know if this is like a weird question, but like, do you think we should try and wake up our teen mom? Or what? I'm not sure it's a good idea. Why? Why is there a little winky face with the Z's? Sounds good to me. Mayor, what do you think? You hear that, Rose? The mayor thinks it's an awesome idea. Me too, buddy. Okay, I clearly have been outvoted on the matter, and since democracy has spoken, I guess I should clarify. I'm not sure it's actually possible. Why? I don't think she's ever been woken up before. Oh. Can't you throw some yarn at her? That worked on me, didn't it? You were technically already awake. Also, I don't happen to have any yarn on me at the moment. Do you have any yarn on you, Dave? What the fuck kind of question is that? Am I the yarn king? Be passing out yarn like cheap cigars? Cheap cigars? Dream Mom gave teen ecto birth or some shit. Turned out the baby was us. So like, wonk. Wonk indeed. So like handed out yarn in the waiting room, like cigars you see. The other dads are from the 1950s, cheap ones because you don't want to go fucking broke on cigars with a baby on the way. Gotta be frugal, Rose. Celebrate that shit and have some damn sense about your cigar budget. Smack snack. Yeah, but I don't got any yarn. I don't see how you can make remarks with such frequency that are obviously and so generically loaded from Freudian perspective. It's flabbergasting, really. You never miss a chance. Cigars, describing a scenario where you are both given birth to by your teen mother as well as playing the role of your proud father in the waiting room? Oh god, no, stop. What should I make of the fact that the phallic imagery you've selected is not only inexpensive, but if administered freely and mirthfully to other expected fathers, or about the object in for the phallic symbol is something you've proposed to throw at our mother's head. There is a lot to unpack there. Which line? No, I saw the baby as us. I saw that and I was gonna say a baby is you, but I was like, you know what? I've been fucking around too much today. Retired Banana, thank you for the 11 months of support. Just shut the fuck up. Aren't you magic or something? Are you still magic, or is your superpower now just talking a lot and wearing orange? Why don't you use your magic to wake her up? Aren't you kind of curious to talk to her, like find out what her deal is? Yes, but I don't even think I know that spell. Hey, what even is magic anyway? Like, are spells real? Like, when you do magic, are you actually doing legit spells like the dipshits in Harry Potter, babbling up some false baloney Latin? Not really. I knew it. What a load of shit all of that is. What? Spells and shit. Okay. Snore. Harry's Potter. We've gotten like 3 pages in the last 30 minutes. I had to talk about Nexus. I had to answer that scam call. And then I had to have a conversation about how my dreams punk me on the regular. I'm getting there. Hey, Rose? Yeah? Does mom seem to be kind of like, I don't know, sloppy sleeper? It's pretty much how she always slept. It includes discovering her sleeping in unusual places. Is she drunk or something? Can a dream self be drunk? Yes. What, really? Is that like, just like, that's the answer? Like, that's something you can actually know for sure? Yes. What the fuck? Is it seer powers that let you know that, or did you read it in a book? Why would someone write that in a book? How would you even know that? I know from experience, I guess. BS. Wasn't even a time for that drinking or anything, with all the grimdark nonsense and carting around the moon bombs. See, there you go. That's what they're gonna explain on Monday. They're gonna be like, "Fuck, we blew up the moon." I'm calling it now. Have you guys seen the moon recently? Where'd they put it? Just saying. NASA. You know? Just saying. Moon's haunted. Fuck that shit. It's just causing problems. Saw it yesterday? No, you didn't. You're a government plant. Get the fuck out of here. What was the news they had about the moon? We don't know yet. We'll find out on Monday. Listen. We all know that the moon used to be real and used to be flat, the thickness of like a piece of pizza. And I'm talking like New York pizza, like thin, you know, not deep dish. We're talking about a thin, like, piece of pizza, right? We know this. We know this. But they blew it up because it was just, I don't know. We had all these bombs. Like, we're not at war with any major superpowers. And it's like, what are we going to do with all of these nukes? Where are we going to put them? And then someone was like, let's blow up the moon. And they're like, why? And it's like, I don't know, to be fucking cool. And so then they did it because no one could argue with that. They were right. It would be fucking rad. But they said it was for science. That way it sounded less dumb. But we know the truth. Oh, the moon hexing. Yeah. Fuck, I forgot about the moon hexing. God, this has been a fucking year. It's just one thing after a fucking another. Where was I? Grimdark nonsense fucking with me. Do you remember the timeline Dave Sprite was from? Oh, right. Still remember some things. Actually, I'm pretty sure to the way things have been for the last year on the Meteor, there hasn't been much to do. But there was a house full of liquor. What's liquor? Shit. God. I never got used to how quietly troll vampires sneak around. What are we talking about here? Liquor is booze, you drink it, and it makes you fall down and slur words and understand sports. Well, thank you, Otwat, and hopefully you are enjoying this. I'm glad you are, but yeah, no, it's this is going to be my life for the next like 10 years, I think. Let's see, where are we? There we go. What are we talking about? And apparently snore like an off-road motorcycle. Lol, snork. Ah, superific human substance. Got it. What are they talking about over there? I think we might be missing something important. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on, so I came over here to see if you knew. Yeah, we know fucking squat. Maybe we should have been paying attention. I don't even know what the hell these people are talking about. Kind of too many people here. Maybe Carcat was right, too, to sit this one out. Grandpa John's not saying much. Kind of wonder what's up with him. Maybe he's shy or freaked out or didn't even know why he showed up with that troll girl. I should say something to him, or this is awkward. Terizzi's all asking him questions and stuff. She's like literally the only one on the ball here. It's embarrassing. They're looking at us. That one was weak. That's the page number. What's my chance of reading Homestuck while I'm on my deathbed? Hopefully not. I know, it was a weak-ass burp. I'm sorry. I can't really go for the guttural shit because that goes lower down into the throat. And I can't really go for that shit. I'm sorry, y'all. It's fucking up. Will you guys stop mumbling to yourselves and get over here? You're missing a lot of fantastic stuff about our ancestors. Okay, can you give us, like, the gist of it? I don't know if I... Maybe you should just start over from the beginning. Glover, fuck me. Some boy kill me again. Make me double die. Can that happen? Can you kill a ghost? Minna, please. Our nice new friends have missed some very important details. God almighty. Don't you see these God, fuck off, dude, with this. God almighty. Don't you see? Fuck off. Nina? Why would it be Nina? That's an M. That's the letter just before. That's the 13th letter of the alphabet. Did you know that? It's a useless fact that is pulled out of my ass, and I'm pretty sure it's right. Mina. No one gives a shit about that. These chumps are too polite, and they say they don't give a flit. Specifically, that poor boy you lured onto your boat. Look at him. Too polite and afraid to say anything. I'm not. Shh. Very well. If you speak for everyone with respect to what is most interested to talk about, then what is your proposal? It took me all 5 minutes to pull me into your insanity again. Insanity. Ugh. ELMO. Well, we could just not worry about it and keep talking like we were. I was curious to hear what the answer to my last question. Oh, sure. Wanted to know how we all died. It's a pretty interesting story, don't you think, Mina? Mina. M. That's an M. Not an N. Don't even start with that shit. Whatever. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. However, I don't think it will make much sense without major contextualization. There's really quite an amazing amount of nuance to this full sequence of events. Many different players' personalities, conflicting agendas, and interwoven together. I'll need a little time to set the stage for everything to be comprehensible. If you don't mind indulging me for a while, you could say that it all started during our darkest hour, when it became very clear that our failure was inevitable. I took it upon ourselves to venture into the palace of the Desne-Umph. Yo, listen up. I'll make this real quick. Thank you. Thank you. I already like you. Okay. We all lost because everybody sucked but me. Yeah. Cool. That's what I needed to know. Thank you. This is one of the best pages in the entire comic. Because this could have been 3 fucking pages that I have to scroll for an hour to find the bottom of each time. And no, it's just like, we fucking lost. Thank you. I will forgive. I will forgive your bullshittery. So Secret here wants to do the scratch thing that would make us all not exist. But I found out from some monsters we could keep existing if we was a bunch of ghosts. Thing is, nobody ever had the guts to go off anybody. Let alone themselves. So it blew us all the fuck up. This is what needed to be said. That's what happened. And that's glubbing that. That is glubbing that. And now we're ghosts. The end. Cool. Cool. Page 5000, everybody. Mimfa. What the... That's the worst story that has ever been told in the history of Paradox Space. Fuck you, it hasn't. You shut up. We'll calm down. Clam down. No, I will not clam down. Clamming is not something you can do, unless if it is up. If you are literally retrieving clams from the bed of the soft oceanic soil. Clam your rubble spheres. 5/8 of the way there. The new Borat is on Twitch's watch party if you want to suffer, so we can watch Borat together. I didn't watch the first one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like low key like curious on some of the shit that like the people he talked to and shit, but like I don't care about my wife. The line he says. I care a great deal about Tilda, my actual wife. I love her. She's cool. I didn't do the accent, so it didn't work. Void Zal Dahers, thank you for the 3 months of support. What if I told you that one of my uncles showed my 5-year-old cousins Borat and Freddy got fingered the same day? So he was trying to get, like, arrested? Well, I didn't do the accent because my throat's fucked. You can't just watch the Borat cinematic universe out of order. What? How did you spectacularly fuck it up this time? You know, that's just what I ask myself every fucking day. Only barely. You left out so much. All the intrigue, the complicated interpersonal relationships, the backstory, the reprehensible pacing. Where's the world building? Who gives a dolphin's flip about some big ring of shit? I think I finally understand the art of storytelling now. Thank you. Turns out all you have to do to make a series of short, mysterious statements without supplying context or any further elaboration. It's also simple. Let's try it out. That one was forced as shit. Did you know that whole what's-his-face Ventes in our post-Scratch world grew up to be a spiritual leader followed by millions? They killed him, though. He died handcuffed to something while shouting a rude word. The end. Legion grew up as his mate spirit, and yeah. Dude, you're giving that a 6? You're just wrong on that one. That was like a 4. And that's if you're being generous, dude. She wrote down some stuff, where was it? And spent some time in a cave, that's that. Our buddy Captor flew a ship for some hag. Wasn't a very cool gig. Miriam found Wiggler and died a slave. Did I mention that our planet became kind of a shithole? No, I don't think I did, because apparently that's not how you tell stories. Go on. Zakhoth built me a robotic arm. He was ordered by the Eye Bloods to kill his girl, but he couldn't do it, and he was banished. He really beat himself up over that. This is legitimately a fine way to tell a story. I know it's not how Homestuck works. I know I don't have the context for any of the reasons why they're like this. But man, thank you for the Homestuck bits there, purebred Doge. She's right that it's better to have, like, I mean, we did hear some of this earlier, yeah, but he killed them a lot. Because he was descended or redeemed the honor of his legacy by doing murders clown told him to do. Wait, that's too much detail? Forget I said some of that. Moving on. Apora was a pirate. Nobody liked him. He liked a lot of people. He killed a lot of people. That's very different. But that was later executed because he was unable to tell a funny joke. What else needs to be said? That's right, nothing. Makari was the guy who didn't like the joke. He was terrible, and so was his story, period. Netram was a hero who led the rebellion. He killed me, but not before things got pretty steamy between us. Want to hear the juicy details? You're out of luck. Oh, man. Puro cut off my arm and arrested me, but I killed her. This triggered a karmic cycle of revenge, what led to the eventual blinding of her descendant. Sorry, Trizzy. Them's the breaks. Wait, what? As for me, that I feel like you probably could have explained. I could go on all day about that subject, but I won't. I was a cool pirate, the best pirate. I lived a long time. I had amazing adventures. I got all the treasure, and then I died. But that's all she wrote. Not literally. She wrote quite a bit, in fact. She had a lot to say, just like me, which is why she's so great. Let's see. Where am I forgetting here? Of course. Megiddo. There's an interesting story, full of exciting twists and turns we won't be getting into. She was kidnapped as a child by a creep, then served the creep's boss for millions of sweeps. She helped make everything lousy. Then you killed her and took her job. Anyway, I think this tedious tale has gone on for entirely too long. I can't think of a single thing left to address that could possibly be of interest to anyone. No, shut up. Do me now. What about me? What about me? Why, Mina? Could it be that you'd like to hear more? I must be imagining things because you're on record for finding my stories boring. No, these stories are more interesting than usual ones. I can tell because I'm actually still awake. Very well. Would you like to know about your post-scratch adult life? Would you like to know the short version or the long version? Are those the only two options? You tell me. How about not the long version? Like, don't go full fucking secret on us, but like, don't leave out too much of the cool stuff. Like, shit, man. Why do I gotta explain this to a presumably rational person? Just tell me my junk was bitch. What my junk was, bitch. There you go. Is there supposed to be a page counter on the bottom left? Yes, that is the page counter, yes. That we are on page 5002. I've just got a screen cap of the URL. Because that way I don't have to update it over time. I can just here, hold up. I did it. That's the page number. Got him. You tell me, how about a long version? Not the long version, explained presumably rational. Okay, very well. I shall strive to convey your story, including details which you are likely to find interesting on account of vanity, while attempting to refrain from going full secret on you and other hapless bystanders. Blub. Come on. Spit it out, Windfang. No more adventures on the high breeze, got it? Fine. You want the abridged version, but maybe not so abridged, as long as the stuff that you in particular would like to hear is included, of the Mina Plexi saga. Here we go. See, instead of storming off the moon in a huff, Plexis embraced her role as heiress. Once she reached the age to challenge the Empress, she killed her predecessor easily. She did more to sink our race into perpetual darkness and violence than any Empress before her. Her rule lasted longest by far. Why are you happy? She conquered thousands of planets and star systems, many of them personally, and was responsible for the death of trillions. Her reign was interrupted only by the extension of our race, which was orchestrated by an omniscient creep who I mentioned previously. She flew back to her home world, killed Megiddo, and assumed control of her demonic powers. In doing so, she assumed her role as the servant to the indestructible demon, whose existence was about to result in the annihilation of our universe. But before that, he had a new assignment for her. Is this brief enough? Am I addressing all the cool stuff to your satisfaction? That's the first half of her story. In the second half, she escaped to a fresh universe to wreak more havoc. She infiltrated a planet called Earth, which happened to be a race, home to a race called humans. These guys here. A post-scratch version of Earth, long story. She gained some absolute power, flooded the planet, completely wiped out the human population while expanding her abilities even further. She somehow entered the humans' game session, took control there as well. She did all of this at the behest of her employer that had shown no signs of slowing her rampage or ever dying for that matter. So Mina, was that story? How was that story? Are you bored yet? Dirk, what? I think that's the Batter Witch. Yeah, you're just getting that now? Good job, everybody. Yeah, as soon as we saw this, I was like, that's the Batter Witch. Like, that's why it's Betty Crocker. I know I did blast through that page. See, there's a thing. It's called caffeine. And the appropriate amount of caffeine is sort of like Ritalin, but not as effective and can actually make it worse. So, you know, just hit that shit fucking hard. Pingal. Great Scott. I had to do something. Do something? No, man. Just sit there, alright? Okay? But let's see Hitler. She's right there in spooky flesh. Remember all the horrible things that she did? She's dead, my dude. It's kind of a thing. Your metabolism. I know. I fortunately have a very good metabolism because hell knows that I do not work out most of the time. Though I have been doing planks recently because that'll apparently help out your back and it doesn't like fuck up your back. So I think it's just because I sit like slouched over, but you know, my chair sucks. So that's probably has something to do with it. Anyway, where was I? Cripes, it sets my blood aboil just thinking about it. I have to stop her. That's why I'm here. I just figured it out. I have to do it, bro. No, you don't. Come on, don't be an idiot. Yes, that's what you do when you go back in time and find Hitler. It's like one of the rules adventure that if you have a chance to kill Hitler and stop his crimes from happening, you do it. Oh man, oh man, oh man. You didn't go back in time, Jake. Do you even understand? You didn't go back in time, Jake. Do you even understand what's going on? I gotta do something. Okay, how about I do this? Oh, no freaking time to think. Here I go, Jake. Jake, die, fish Hitler, die. Jake, I won't let you kill my people. Jake, no, what are you doing? Kapow, take that. Oh, shit, Grandpa Egbert, Junior Dad totally snapped. Jake, stop. A bit of that. Dude, this is completely embarrassing. How about a smidgen of this? Everyone thinks you're stupid or insane. Whambo. Oof. Fucking Grandpa Jake off his fucking shits. And she's having a good time? I'm not entirely sure why he's wrong completely. I think she's already dead, right? So it kinda doesn't matter. Like, beating someone up, she thinks it's... Oh. Yeah, he didn't go back in time, so he can't really... Yeah. She's Ghost and Pre-Scratch. This is a different person. Right, yeah. That's why she had to have all that explained to her, because she wasn't around for it. You killed Dirk and Roxy's bro and mom, respectively. Or you will later, I think. I can't let that happen. No, Jake. That was another universe. Or I mean, I won't let you turn my planet into water world. That movie was great, but not that great. It was actually pretty okay. It was Mad Max, but with water. The main issue with was just fucking expensive as shit to make. If you guys have ever seen it, it's all right. Like, if you got a minute to go watch Waterworld and you got nothing else going on, it's all right. I think the new Mad Max is better. The one where it's like, witness me, and then they crash fucking car, and then there's the dude, and he plays guitar on the back of a semi. That's fucking rad as shit. That movie was awesome. Fury Road was amazing. 100% recommend watching that. If you like just crazy action flicks, watch that. If you want something that was an intense failure but had the right spirit, watch Waterworld. Furry Road. I think Guar made that joke. Like, I'm 100% positive that Guar made that exact joke on, what is it? Viking Death Machine? Which is a fucking bop. Where was I? She isn't the same person, though. I mean, she is, but I can't let you exploit your baked good empire to massacre the human race. She won't grow up to any of that. She's Pre-Scratch version who, You see, the Batter Witch who you're talking about was totally different, and over my dead body, like I'm gonna let you stick a pair of stinking juggalos into the White House. Why does this have to be so complicated? Explain. Karate chop. Oof. What's a juggalo? Rose, is he drunk? What's going on? Psst. So, what's the deal with you, Mr. Brain Phantom? The deal with me? Yes. I'm not sure how to answer that. What's the deal with you? How about those How are those horns working out for you? And also the fact that you're alien. What's up with that? Exactly. I should tell people about you. Should I tell people about you, or you didn't see nothing? Yes, this is true. So no one sees Dirk because he's like dead? Trizzy's looking disrespectfully. Trizzy is not looking at anything. She's blind. That's Jake's brain, Dirk. Oh, okay, right. Jake, stop wailing on her like that. I mean, wailing. Wait, why am I even correcting myself? Those are homonyms. Nobody should even tell which kind of wailing I meant. Dragon punch, Jake. Right in the fishy kisser. Said stop. Doof. Okay, so you know Reznov from Black Ops? No. Mina, are you okay? Mina? So which part is she excited about? Like, so cool. The fact that she turned out to be like an evil space Hitler? Fish thighs? Extra thick? What do you mean extra thick? There's no thickness. She's not down with the thickness. That's not thick. So, I'm still here, right? Even though Jake woke up? It seems so. Okay, just making sure. God, my existence is weird. Wake up. Oh, your head. Your old noggin is getting a workout lately. You don't mean the kind that you get from puzzles. Good thing your trusty skull top took the brunt. Also, good thing your trusty skull took the rest of it. A sturdy bone really makes for a splendid backup helmet, you think. Speaking of your skull top, it seems like someone left you a message. In fact, that is the point of the skull. It's a helmet that you grow inside of your head, so that way your brain doesn't break. Unfortunately, it's also important that your skull doesn't break, which makes for a shitty helmet. That's your medical thought for today. If you want real thick, it's calendar rows. Homestuck calendar rows. Which one the fuck are you talking about? Bad Rev, no? See, I looked away for a minute so I could scroll through the image search on Google. Let me tell you, I found some things. I found some things for sure. Yeah. That's a keep safe search on sort of thing. Anyway, back to this. Wasn't actually that bad. Jake, I don't have long to talk to you, shall I? Shall leave this note for you while you sleep and then go. I may have to begin with, let's say, bending the rules a bit more than I have. He is making things bloody impossible. Our game is now nothing short of war. That is all I will say. Well, I will also say this. Oh, fuck. That was weak shit. I apologize for my weak ass shit, chat. My dream self is kaput, like yours. I don't fancy you will have some trouble waking yours from your nap. You'll have some trouble waking from your nap. Whereas I, best not to dwell on it, I suppose. I don't know what I can do besides stall and keep helping you as much as I can. Yeah, that was like a 1. Anyone who gave me a 2, like, thank you. Your burps have sucked ass. You know what? My burps have sucked ass today. And you guys deserve better content than that. You guys deserve, like, good, guttural, like, oh, fuck, if this scale went up to 10, it's definitely 11. Like, that level kind of burps, and I apologize. I'm phoning in with the burps today. Why am I image searching Homestuck on Google? Because chat was like, oh, the battery witch isn't thick. Roses. Calendar Rose is thick. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? What if one day you just drank a ton of soda before stream? Well, you know, one can is enough to just wake me the fuck up. I saw this, like, weird mixture stuff. It was, like, being sold to influencers as, like, you drink it with water and it's an energy drink. And just, like... seemed bad. I don't think it was G Fuel. It was some other shit. I was awake real late last night. I may have just dreamed it, but it was something that it was like you mix it with water and then you drink it and it's like an energy drink. And it's just like, that just makes you shit yourself, I bet. Like, I'm just gonna drink, like, I'm fine with, like, taking a 200-calorie hit of a Coke. I want to drink coffee because coffee will hit me too hard. The sugar crash directly at the end of a Coke is actually, like, good. Because then I, like, hit the fucking floor. Like, I get done streaming, I'm like, hey, guys, have a good night. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. And then I hit the button, and I just immediately hit the floor. I'm scared of my wits to go to sleep right now. I don't know what will come of me. My dream self is kaput like yours, but I don't think I'll fancy you, will have trouble waking up from your nap. Whereas I, best not to dwell on that, suppose. I don't know what to do besides stall and keep helping you as much as I can. Now is the time to retrieve those weapons from the capsule and prepare the gifts. This is important. The chain will not be complete unless the delivery is made. But first, you may want to test its capabilities. In particular, what are they called? The infinitely smallimizer? The monstrifizer? Sure have some funny names for things strewn about your tail. Remember, green means grow, red means shrink, but surely you know this. Give it a go. Perhaps you could try targeting the unwieldy Ephesus stash in your Silodex. Could free up some space. But remember to hold on to it. It remains as important as ever. I'll be starting off then. So much to do, so little time. Y'all feel anything from caffeine? Like, yeah, it helps. Still about 10 minutes before the stuff is supposed to appear. In the meantime, you might as well mess around with the bunny like she said. See if it works. Deploy Terry Kisser. Databoy. Terry, attaboy. Looks like he's ready and raring to be a loyal companion for his new owner. What a lucky bastard. You'll know it'll be a little sad to say goodbye. You hardly got a chance to know him at all. Monstrify something. Drop some delicious fruit and activate the green beam. Green means grow. Seriously, some Alice in Wonderland shit here. As soon as you send the rabbit on its way through the looking glass, These aren't the kind of things that usually occur to you, though, especially after several blows to the head. You continue to stare vacantly at dancing fruits, while that kind of thing keeps not occurring to you. Eureka, it works. Never a doubt in your mind. Grandma's technology is pure modern witchcraft. Like she busted loose some silver screens, played the Wizard of Oz or some nonsense, which isn't some kind of thing that occurred to you just now. This is exactly the kind of technology you'd win big time awards for, the kind that could end the world hunger, or it would be if humanity wasn't going to go down the toilet anyway. What a bummer. Try the infamous Smolinizer. Close enough. You deploy the massive thing that's been clogging your Silodex forever. Sometime after your house exploded, you found it in the jungle and snapped it up for safekeeping. Even though you didn't have a strong sentimental value, you probably would have grabbed it anyway. Globes are sweet. You love globes. Globe spheres are all cool in your book. But to be completely honest, you're relieved to have your inventory space back. Yeah. Fuck. Shrink it. Works like a charm as expected. Whoops, there she goes down the rabbit hole. You'll need to fish it out of there. Supposedly, one of your grandma's thingamajigs inside the globe is pretty important. You'll go get it in a few minutes, though. The capsule flower is about to bloom. Watch the capsule bloom. There you are, finally. The deadly armaments you've been waiting. These are the armaments? They look like a big old silly pile of shit. I guess that alien girls know what she's talking about. Is it the sword? Is the sword in there? No, it's not. I expected to see the sword. Hold on, the clock is resetting itself to a no countdown. Something else is going to come out in a little more than an hour. According to the game plan, you're not even supposed to be still here in an hour. Wonder what it could be. Guess you won't be around here to find out. Prepare a present for delivery. You gotta shrink these weapons down first. There's no way filling their box along with that rabbit. I forget what the Cowful Witch and the Hammer of Zillihu are. Yes. Yeah, I actually might get to an S. I expected all of the pages to be fucking long as shit because it was like, you ready? We're gonna sit down. We're gonna have a little bit of time to tell you some shit you already know. You need to write an addendum to John about this stuff. John, who is probably Jane's grandpa from the past, or maybe not really the past, maybe like your young grandpa clone who lives in the ghost world where you saw all those other kids, including those two Dirk Roxy looking kids. What you think you may have been literally a sleeping Roxy, but you aren't really sure. Why does everything have to be so complicated? Whatever, no big. Going on an adventure isn't about understanding them. It's about being brave, leaping into fistfights without thinking ahead. You finish off the note with a few more friendly words. There's something vague about who you really are. You're following your alien friend's advice on maintaining a bit of secrecy as to not cause timeline problems. But boy, it's sure hard keeping secrets. You can't help yourself. Slip in a subtle clue that your grandmother is actually his pal Jade. You figure John is half as sharp as you. He'll pick it up right away. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a little secret between you and him. The pretend British alien doesn't even need to know. He's not the brightest bulb. Listen, he's doing his best. He's doing his best. Terry's ready to go. He asks the bunny kindly to put himself back in the box. He happily complies. There's no reason to ask rhetorically why he wouldn't put himself in the box. You place him in the transmaterializer pedestal and get ready to hit the certificate button one last time, but you can't believe this project is finally finished. No more fun letters between you and your grandma. I guess this is the next time you'll talk to her will be in person. Hard to believe, but then, for a guy like you, it's nothing is. Fast forward to live.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender.
It's a cover, it's fine.
Lost in this moment forever, where every moment spent
oh God.
is a moment I
Oh my God.
The sweetest drink could never do. I still miss you, babe, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Yeah,
yeah. Oh wow. All right. He went for it. Banjo Wafer 11, thank you for the 14 months of support. Upper right corner. All right. Okay. Yeah. This comic's just an elaborate shitpost, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's the comic. Grand Zeppelin, thank you for the 10 minutes. 10 minutes, apparently. 10 months of support. That's Hussey with Toby Fox. Fun fact. I recognize Hussey because I've begun to understand what Hussey looks like. Like, if I just see him for, like, just a split second, I'm like, yep, that's him. But, like, I still don't know what Toby Fox really looks like. So there you go, I guess. So let me try and make sure I understood what just happened there. So the whole box thing, it was kind of in the background a lot. There's kind of a lot in the background of the story, like, the moving the box around, like the mail lady giving the box finally to him, all that shit. Recall that. The bit that I don't totally get, there are multiple boxes. I believe I already have, let's see, Homestuck chart 2. There we go. Edit. Okay. I think the box shit's on the other page. Where is this? The first Homestuck chart. When I updated my computer, I made sure I saved that. Homestuck chart. There it is. Everything got moved when I updated Windows 10. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've got the whole box situation on here. Yeah. So sort of. Kind of. And then so now I've got the new chart. I don't need another chart. I've got 2 charts. That's enough charts. The bit that I don't get is exactly what the implications of the box to fucking with shit was. You know what I mean? What was in the box? Well, the weapons formerly, but those got taken out at one point, right? And then the rabbit. The rabbit was important, but the bunny in the box, right? Yeah, the bunny in the box. Put the bunny in the box. It's the line. And later the wallet, right? Sure. But the ring is really what sent Jack off, right? The box held the bunny that was and the powerful weapons which Jack used to usurp the queen. So the box of weapons. Okay, Con Air, John, Rose, Knitting, John, Jade, plus Jake's weapons, and John and stuff, John. Is that Calendar Rose? Is that what you're talking about? Her? She's not thick. God, you guys have never seen anyone that's thick. Yeah, you encouraged sending the box. And the bunny allowed Jack to grasp power because the bunny killed the queen, so that directly... Okay. Fair enough. Terry Kisser, Liv Tyler. And that's how stuff happened. The bunny didn't make it. Sure, you. Uranium Umbra began cheering Undying Umbrage. That's confusing. Like, I don't know if I can explain the... I don't know if I could explain that. Chess motifs, yes. Well, one's also in black, the other one's in white. Someone was explaining to me that one of these... Okay, so someone on Tumblr was like, these 2 characters represent, like, 2 sides of the fan base. One that, like, got way into, like, fan theories, and the other one was just like, speed it the fuck along. Is Undying Umbrage, the one that represents the speed it the fuck along? Okay. So that instantly makes me like them more. Anyway, finally getting a bit aggressive with your queen there. Usually you aren't as nearly as patient with her. The little gambit I permitted you at the start has certainly inspired some unconventional play. It's not going quite as miserably for you as I expected. I'm sorry to damn you with such a faint praise, but with a track record like yours, I expect one takes what he can get. Rook to h4. Okay. So fucking smug. Have I mentioned lately how great it is going to know when How it's great it's going to be when you're dead. Just because you've never lost a match doesn't mean that you won't lose our game that really matters. Nor does it even mean that you'll win this one. It's far from over, trust me. Bishop to c6. Why have you been closing all your moves in quotes? You really have been acting odd this match. Knight to d6. Look out, I'm coming for her. I think she's languishing behind the front lines long enough, wouldn't you say? Time to shake things up. Move her, or take my knight. I know you want to take her. Just look at her there. What a cheeky intrusion. Slid right into your palace and made herself comfy. Maybe she'll lay an egg once she's finished her feast. Might as well take her out. You know, when the action begins and the pieces start to fall, that's when you make the most of your most creative mistakes. That's when you make your most creative mistakes. Anywho, far from over, you say. I don't imagine this game will be taking up much more of our time. Oh my fucking god, blah blah blah. The quotes are part of the enchantment I mentioned. Like part of a spell, you know, magic. You love magic, that's how it's totally real. Knight to d6. The knight is dead, your words are boring. Come is better than the United States. What? I think they just mean us. Oh. I mean, you're not wrong about the first thing. Still don't know what you think about what you're on about with this enchantment business. I'm a psyching out tactic to break my concentration. It isn't working. Queen to a5. Your knight is dead. Goose cooked. Do I press this now? Oh, okay. It's just showing the moves that they're making. Wait, what the fuck are you doing? The fuck piece is that? That's the king, that's the queen. These are rooks? Bishops? No, you're gonna lose. Why would you even make that move? The king can easily... Or that. Those are rooks? I guess so. Because it's not check, so they've still been doing other shit. Okay, that's a bishop, I guess. Wait, how the fuck is that check? Oh, right, the rook over there. Sure, sure. You just move slightly to the side. And then now you got your queen in a bad spot. And if you move it up one, you're going to lose your... Ooh. Okay. Solid play. And you can't just recapture. Keep reading. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Alright, let's see. No, it's working. You're actually playing very poorly right now, but you're blinded by your mistakes in my enchantment. I'm just going to go right back to the beginning. And then... Bishop to f3. Your bishop's dead. You're something something. Your something is something. Whatever, check. So this is the bishop is dead bit there. Okay. Check. Yes, there you go. That's the sort of aggression that people paid top boon dollar to see. King to d2. Pawn to b6. Bishop to d6. The knight is dead. Your serpents are lost. Check. Oh, well, shit. Sure it does appear that I am in check. I guess I'll do something about that. Knight to f7. I may be off on which one is which. The capture's off a bit? Yeah. Sorry. Hold up. It's based on, like, where... Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Oh dear, that rook to f4, check. King to g7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's probably it right there. Oh dear, that's so much for your enchantment. That was a dire mistake. Mate in 4. Rook to f4, check. Oh well, shit. Sure does appear that I'm in check. I guess I'll do something about that. King to f7. Oh dear, so much for your... Okay. That's a fine attitude. Maybe you're making up some progress in the realm of sportsmanship. Queen to g7. Checkmate. That isn't... Okay, I got off base. I skipped a little bit. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that is checkmate. Yeah. Whoops. I skipped a few. Queen to e5, check. King to g6, rook. Well, what's left for me to do besides to accept my defeat gracefully? King to h7. It's a fine attitude. Maybe you are. Okay, cool. I did miss a few. The game is over. Better look next time, bro. It's not over, sis. Look at the board closer. I'm not in checkmate. I have no idea what you're babbling about. It sounds like desperation to me. I'm looking at the pieces. Your king cannot step anywhere that does not put him in check, nor can the threat of him being eliminated by other means. You have been mated. Your king is dead. Your enchantment has failed. It's not my king. This is becoming silly. Unless if you have something to say about the game which actually makes sense, I'm done with it. I have more important things to do. You're not done with anything unless you want to forfeit. Look at the king and the queen, and then remove their crowns. Is this some bullshit? Bloody hell, this was your enchantment. Are you serious? This is your shittiest twist yet. Well played, sis. You checkmated my queen. This is so fucking funny. Okay. Sure. I'm just astonished, not at your guile of your little ploy, but the fact that you actually seem to think that it was a clever ruse is so painfully daft, I'm speechless. Never saw someone speechless who had so much to type. I thought all of you people would appreciate my modifications. The crowns are really nice and well crafted. Form-fitting, hardly adding any height. Like capping a tooth. You're completely fooled. And now the coveted prankster's gambit between us belongs to me. This is absurd. You nagged me incessantly for allowing me... You nagged incessantly for me to allow you to reverse the starting positions of the king and queen. I only agreed to let you to shut up about it. Regardless, I knew I could beat you even if your initial advantage was right. So how do you claim that this is a legitimate strategy? You broke the rules. I didn't break any rules. I merely asked if you would agree to me swapping the starting positions of the king and the queen. He does have a solid point. He does... He's a dick. This is one of those, like, technically, right? Situations, right? Like, you kind of sound like that guy. I know y'all don't play Warhammer. That's okay. This right here is that guy. When I say I played a guy who was doing some that guy kind of shit, that's this is what I'm referring to. This kind of shit. Like, the board only has 2 edges because only 2 edges are defined by the rulebook. And it's like, it's a fucking rectangle. Rectangles have 4 fucking sides. He's the rectangles have 2 sides guy. The fact that trees are ever present when you can't see them guy. That kind of bullshit. That guy. There's a very funny fucking, like... There's a really funny strategy you can do that involves the placement of units and their correct stance. Like, a tank goes tread side down, right? But there's no actual rules to say that it has to go tread side down. So why not put it upside down? Why not sit it so that way it's standing straight up and just move it around the board like that? He's that guy. What the fuck is a rectangle has two sides? Okay. This is Warhammer. Can you guys see this? Alright. So when you set up the board, you have deployment zones, right? So this is an example of one of the missions. I forget which one this is. So you've got this little area. This is a weird one because it's not just like one side the other. They're the objective markers. You want to take and hold those. You want to have your guys stand on them and not have anyone else stand there. They're British. They spell shit weird. Just let it go. And then there's your, a deployment zone and then another deployment zone. And one person gets one and the other person gets the other. And you put some random terrain about and all that kind of shit. The argument that the person was making when they said a rectangle only has two sides is player B Battlefield Edge. There's certain abilities that apply to Battlefield Edge. Your opponent's Battlefield Edge or whatever. Like, you cannot do such and such, or you have to do such and such next to the British or the Battlefield Edge, right? The rule book does not define the two edges on the side, right? So then it's just the two sides that it does define. The two edges it does define are Battlefield Edge A and Battlefield Edge B. So these two sides do not exist. That's what they're arguing. It is literally this. It's literally this shit. It's incredibly dumb. And you agree is where you stopped. Thank you. Do I still like UU after this? I mean, he's that guy. Yeah. Yeah. Whack players. Win at all costs. He's definitely the most whack character I've ever seen. WAAC. Very whack. Where it's just like, if you have to stoop to this level yes, he's a whack player. A wet-ass pussy player. It's different. Anyway. Let's see. And you did agree, but then I didn't actually do it. When I said I would. Never. When did I said I would? Never. I was only gauging your willingness to make the exception. That's when I went about decorating my king and queen with nice little hats, which also happens to not be against the rules. I do it all the fucking time. Give your game pieces horns and shit. You don't even give them names and blood casts. Yuck. So if you have a problem with my little decorations, I say pot allows me to introduce you to fucking kettle. I cannot believe you are defending this maneuver. Yes, I suppose those tactics are technically within the bounds of the letter. Someone wanted me to explain the trees thing in Warhammer, and we're gonna have a straight up Warhammer stream sometime next week where I just explain, like, I'm just doing it. I'm just gonna have a Warhammer stream in the middle of the day where I just talk about Warhammer and just gonna binge all of that shit in the middle of the day, and no one will actually want to watch it, but I'll do it anyway. It'll probably be Monday, maybe? And it'll just be me doing like a tier list of stuff. I was kind of hoping I could wait until there'd be the FAQ for the Necron and Space Marine book, but I think the Space Marine book and the Necron book, I kind of think I know where they're going to be, unless if there's going to be some huge nerf or buff to either. I kind of know where they are. We're not going to play Warhammer. I'm just going to talk about Warhammer. And I'm going to do it before the stream with Mike. And we're just going to talk about tiers. competitive tier listing for Warhammer. The thing that no one asked for, but I'm going to talk about anyway. Because I still managed to talk about this for some period of time. I straight up walk away from players who pull this shit, where there's only 2 battlefield edges. Mike has explicitly said he does not care about Warhammer. He thinks it's a math game, which it's a math game in the same way that like Counter-Strike is a math game. Like being shot with an AK-47 in Counter-Strike does 27 damage, right? So theoretically you just need to get like 4 body shots and you kill a guy with 100 HP, right? And that's math. Same with Warhammer. Reading, right, yeah. It's a game mechanic. There's dice, and you can do the math to figure out what the probability of a dice roll is. Like, what are the odds that a Space Marine can kill a Gretchen? Pretty fucking high. The hit on 3s, re-rolling everything, because go fuck yourself. Wounding on 2s, because go fuck yourself. Re-rolling everything. They don't do that as much anymore. But my point is, yeah, look, you could do the math, but you don't have to. PPM injured, yes. Just fucking hate guys like this. I'm only gauging your willingness to make the exception that about your decorate. Then I went about decorating. Okay, I cannot believe you are defending the tactics of this maneuver. Yes, I suppose some of the tactics are within the bounds of the letter of the rules, but the entire charade was highly disingenuous and unsportsmanlike. It's unbelievably childish, even for you. You know I'm a child. So are you. It just so happens that you are a child who got fucking served. It's not against the rules to be childish or disingenuous or unsportsmanlike. It's not against the rules to be a bastard, which is another thing I am. It's a single thing. Every single thing I did was legal. My queen, disguised as my queen, made moves like my king, which was in its capability. This was done to deceive you. My king, disguised as a queen, made its move like a king because doing otherwise would break the rules. But you believed it had her powers. I used this to my advantage, which was hilarious to observe, watching you back away from threats from what was a distant king. All while my ruse, patently obvious in hindsight, went embarrassingly undetected. No rules broken. Not once. In fact, if anyone here broke the rules, it was you. What? Absolute bollocks. What rules did I break? This ought to be good. You agreed to let me start with the king and queen swap positions. It's against the rules to make an exception like that, even if your opponent is obnoxious about it. Your willingness to break the rules is disgusting to me. You should feel ashamed of the fuck? Fuck this guy. Oh my god. He is that guy. He is whack. Just whack incarnate. Your willingness to break the rules is disgusting to me. You should feel ashamed of yourself. Luckily, at least one of us has respect for the rules. I started with all my pieces in the correct position. In spite of your willingness to allow me to have those rules be broken, which I've addressed, is totally shameful. You're very fortunate to have a bro who respects the integrity of the game, whereas his sis might falter. A bro who, while fully adhering to the rules and exposing your hidden shameful tendencies, still managed to defeat you. You prick. I could just strangle you. I don't even know how tempted I am to do that right now. I didn't break the rules. I was doing you a favor. In any case, you said you managed to beat me? When did that happen? Even though you've exposed your ruse, you still haven't actually mated me yet, Grandmaster Bro. Then you admit that the game continues to be perfectly legitimate in play? Bring it on. Queen to C2, check. Can I look at the board again? Okay, cool, good. So those are both the queens now. Yeah, actually, he can line it up right there, and then that's check. So then the king can move. Like either of these directions. And then I don't really know what the follow-up there is. Like he's got to check. He's gotten himself out of check by Dre did say that there was a certain page that I'm probably okay to stop on, but I don't remember. King to E3. Rook to E3. Boop, boop. Rook to E3. Check. Someone's in deep shit. Look at this royal cock up. This is so stupid. Now I either have to sacrifice my queen or move my king into a strategically horrible position. Whatever I'm going... why am I even going along with this? Yes, that is sure is a strategic dilemma. Who would have thought that this game of chess would present such a scenario? Do you forfeit? You wish to the hell of it. Let's sacrifice the queen. I still put my odds in my favor with rooks and my bishop versus your bishop and rook and queen. I bested you before with less material and initiative on my side. Queen to C3. My rook is dead. My bro is an ass. Arse. Arse, excuse me. I have to pronounce it. Yes? That's a huge mistake. I think it might be in your head, even more than usual. Queen to C3. Your queen is dead. Bitch fucked up. Check. Yeah. Oh, shut up and play. King to... You know what has happened here? Hussey is making us read, like, the move log of chess. That's what's happening right now. Like, this isn't even Homestuck anymore. It's just, like, we're literally just reading off the rules, like, the move list of chess. And everyone's fine with that. But it's giving you character development, I suppose. Shove and play. King to E2. King to E2. Pawn to E5. Rook to C4. Tell me you're not going to go for that, right? Also, like... I guess you don't really want to lose your bishop like that. Yeah, that's fair enough. Where was I? Pawn to E5, rook to C4. Another blunder. This is so easy. Queen to F3, check. There we go. Queen to F3, check. King to D2. Pawn to E5. Yeah. Check. Wait. I've gotten out of sync now. Queen to D5. Check on the fucking run. Woo-hoo-hoo. Shush. King to C2. Queen to D6. The bishop is dead. His flesh consumed. Boop, boop. Wait, where did you put it? You better not have just literally eaten the bishop. Rook to C8. King to D7. Like, there's still check available here. It's just awkward. I think at this point, you want to probably take out some, like, key pieces. You can trade your bishop for a rook. That's pretty good. Where was I? Rook is dead. Queen to G4. The rook is dead. Our chess set is shrinking. I'm just going to, like, go back up after, like, that. Stop. You will stop doing things with dead pieces. I swear. As if the juvenile enchantment was enough. It turns out you're also losing or destroying pieces deliberately. I'm going to straight up flip a bitch. Rook to H7. Check. King to C6. King to C2. Another awful move. It's like you're almost as shitty as you're playing almost as usually as shitty as I do. Looks like my enchantment really worked better than I thought. For something that was in reality fake ass magic. Queen to E4. Check. King to B2. Queen to h7. The rook is dead. The jig is up. Mate in 4 or less. Yeah. Fair enough. Fuck this. I don't know why I bothered humoring your vile, underhanded rubbish. I hate you. You sawed right off to hell, please. Hey there, be careful. The guy could get the wrong idea and mistake your outburst for something calingulous. That would be most unsisterly of you, don't you think? Anyway, it looks like by the looks of this messy board, I'm going to assume you forfeited the match. You're disgusting. I really loathe you. And no, just in that way. I think I'm not going to talk to you for a while. Probably for a long while. I hope I can overcome my contempt for you when it comes to playing our game, but I'm not holding our breath. Leave me alone. You blocked me again? You know that doesn't do anything. Anyway, I'm glad we have an agreement that I won. Shouldn't have underestimated me. Whack-ass fuck. I'll leave you alone for a while and like you want, because really, who cares about you? But you should believe me when I tell you, someday I'm going to kill you in your sleep, maybe even more than once. This is a good, This is a good stop point. This seems like where we'd be for a good stop point. Good place to stop. Yeah, I didn't want to stop in the middle of the chess game because that would be dumb. I'm going to check and see if there's any art, and then we'll come back. I've read quite a bit today. That was like 50-some pages. That was exactly 50 pages I just read of Homestuck. I think it's going to have to be a stopping point. I've been forgetting to do BRBs, which means there's less ad rev, but I'm on a roll, you know? I don't want to stop while I'm on the roll. On a roll. Hey, look at this for a minute while I check and see if there's any art. There is 2 arts. We got this one and this one. We got this one from Spooky Deer. Reverend Scarecrow, Dave Kinney, Dave, Daddy. What? Say Pro Chariot's penis. So, there's a lot to unpack here. Apparently, this is the only kind of art I'll ever contribute. I promise I'm actually good at it, Lamo. The fact that it's... like, the amount of effort that went into, like, retexturing Lois and the amount of not effort that went into retexturing Pingal chat is actually pretty incredible. Like, the amount of fucks that went into making chat look retexture. Yeah, redrew. Whatever. Thank you for this. This is fucking weird. We've got this one from NLRK. It's of the scene where Rose is just floating around being whatever, and then Derek is getting poked by Terezi. Roxy, yes. The drunk. The other one. I want to post something. Where do I post it? You post it on the Volume Bureau. And here is a link to it. You can just do !Bureau. And if you tag it as RevScarecrow, I will have it open, because I just look at whatever pops up when I look at that tag. Because otherwise there's a lot to unpack. Like, all of the other streamers use it as well. But yeah. God, God, I need to get another game of Among Us in. Ross was saying that he wanted to do some Among Us with some random people that he hadn't met yet, and I was like, well, you don't remember meeting me, so maybe we can do stuff. And so that maybe we can get that going, or I can get what's going someone else or something. I really want to test out. If you guys have not seen this week's video, I did a video on Wednesday and last Saturday on Among Us. Like, well, the one on Saturday was with me and Mike doing Phasmophobia. Not Homestuck with Ross, no. No, Among Us with Ross and other people. But I need to actually get people. Thank you for the art. And I think I just kind of skipped that, and I'm an asshole. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Feels good. Homestuck with Vinny. I feel like I respect Vinny too much for that. Like, I don't think he'd like it. I think it worked with Mike because it's kind of a shit post, and that's sort of his aesthetic. But I think Vinny would just be frustrated and I'd get kicked off the team. I think that's what would happen if I tried to convince him. Like, I can actually imagine how that conversation would go. I'd be like, hey, Vinny. And he'd be like, what's up, Rev? I'd be like, read Homestuck with me. He's like, no. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run an ad and then bounce out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. Again, oh, you've posted something. Hold up. Let's check and see what has been posted. There is one arts here. Here he goes. We've got this art from Clem. Where do you want your solar pingals installed, sir? Mix loved solar pingals. He could have had that sale. What if I was a person who actually was interested? Also, Jerome. What if I was actually a person who was interested in solar panels, solar pingals, and I just had a weird way that I said panels for some reason, right? Like, he hung up on that. It's not even that I was fucking with him that much, right? I just said solar pingals. Like, he fucked up a sale there. I could have been some scrub who was actually going to go with that, man. No. He fucked it up. Anyway, thank you for the art. I'm going to go ahead and run that ad, and then I'm going to raid someone. I don't know who yet. We'll see who's live. Maybe someone who does art that I haven't met before. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Brrr.